Let's go back to Proverbs 29:25. The fear of man lays a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is safe. Now, what I want to do at this juncture is I want to illustrate it through a few animations so that you can really visually see what this verse is saying in Hebrew parallelism. And so we will start with the negative, the first part of the verse, the fear of man. And so if your heart is captivated by fear, then you will be overly influenced by man. You'll be overly influenced by other people. The fear-centered person is a candidate to be managed by other people, what they say and what they do. And of course, the Hebrew writer is saying that the fear of man leads to a snare. And so you will be ensnared. And this is the kind of language that you see in Galatians 6:1. If any person is caught in a transgression, caught means that they are ensnared. And a person who is wrapped up in a heart of fear will be dominated and managed by people, and they will live in this perpetual incarceration. The other part of the verse, in the Hebrew parallelism, the bottom half of the sentence, says, "He who trusts the Lord will be safe." And so what you see are the three opposites in the verse. And of course, this is the solution to the problem. But if you begin with a heart of fear, you cannot get to safety, because a fear-centered person will always run into the self-incarceration or the snare. And so you cannot get to safety from fear. You have to make some dynamic shifts in your heart before you can experience the safety that you crave. Therefore, you want to identify the shifts that you have to make. And if you are fear-centered, then you have to move over. What you have to put on is trust. And so the opposite of fear is trust. And then the opposite of man or people in this verse is the Lord. You see the parallelism. And of course, the opposite of the snare is safety. And so the big thing on the screen is actually the word trust. That is the beginning of it all. If you have a heart of fear, then you must address the lack of faith or the lack of trust that you have in the Lord. And I trust as I continue to move through that you will learn how to do it.